Good morning, dear students. Today I am explaining about what is meant by GST. GST means Goods and Service Tax. In India, Goods and Service Act came into existence 1st July 2017. But in case of Jammu and Kashmir, it is 7th July 2017. And really, this concept first proposed by Atal Bihari Vajpayee, our former Prime Minister. And now this tax reformation brought by BJP government 2017. Before going to GST in detail, let us see what is meant by tax. What is meant by tax? Tax is a compulsory financial charge imposed on a taxpayer to pay to the government. So it's a burden on the taxpayer. Usually the main income or main revenue of every government is coming from the different types of taxes. There are different types of taxes available are prevailing in our country. That is direct tax and indirect tax also is there. Tax is a compulsory financial charge, and one of the definitions given by the US Supreme Court, that is the price which we pay for civilized society. I like that definition very much because the price we paid for a civilized society. Why consumers or the general public is paying the tax? To make our society civilized. That means the tax is the main revenue of the government which is utilized for the welfare of the civilized society, for the infrastructural developments of the society or the country. That is the use of this tax income. And in world, the GST term invented by a French official. But the country first this reformation brought to their administration, that is Canada Prime Minister in 1st January 1991. So Canada is the first country who made the GST law in practice. But in case of India, it is 2017. 1st July came into existence. So it is one tax for multiple taxes. We know before the GST period, there was a pre-GST period. In that time, we have used many taxes. For example, there are many business concerns, traders, wholesalers, retailers, ultimate consumers. They have added value-added tax or sale tax. And likewise, the manufacturing concerns, they have purchased raw material from the producers and they are given to the dealers. That time, they have to pay central excise duty. And in case of service concerns, they also has to pay service tax. So for integrating all the taxes into one tax, GST came into existence. So now there is no VAT, there is no central excise duty, then no service tax. That is one tax only, that is goods and service tax. And one of the definitions given by the GST means any tax on supply of goods or services or both. Now we have to see tax on supply of goods or services or both. Or both means goods and services. Except tax on the supply of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. There is an exception is there, that is alcohol. That is very interesting because there are two spirits has not been included in the GST law. That's why the price of petrol and also the price of liquors are increasing day by day. Because that is the main income of the central government and state government. We have to understand in mind, there are two spirits which not come under the law of GST. What are they? That we can say like motor spirit and human spirit. What is human spirit? The spirit given to or used by the people, that is alcohol. In every state government, they have the power to impose the tax on the liquors. That is not included in the GST law. So why the price of the liquor is increasing every day? When we are going to the beverage shops, when we buy a bottle of liquor, the price is very high because the tax is very high. The power to levy tax on these beverages, these bottles or liquor bottles, etc., that is given to the state governments. That we cannot blame central government. But in case of motor spirit, motor spirit, mainly the spirit like petrol used by the motor vehicles, that is crude oil, petrol, diesel, and also aviation turbine fuel that is used for flights, and also natural gas. All these are coming under the, we can say that motor spirit. Because natural gas also used in the motor vehicles, is it? So, the price of petrol also nowadays, every day is increasing. So, what is the solution? The solution to this one, just to brought this motor spirit or petroleum products and also this alcohol items bring under the law of GST. Recently, central government asked the state governments, let us come and discuss together to make the law of GST also for these petroleum products. But some state governments are not agree with that. Why? Because they will not get the revenue as they have received before. So that is in case of that is petrol and alcohol, etc. That I told in concerning the alcoholic liquor for human consumption. So alcoholic liquor is not included in the GST tax. Okay, that's a clear idea. Then in this class we can understand what is meant by goods. According to section 252, section 2 subsection 52, goods means property other than money and securities but includes actionable claims, growing crops and grass and things attached to or forming a part of land which are agreed to be severed before supply or under the contract to supply. So what is meant by goods? Goods means property other than money and securities. Money we already know what is money, and securities, that is shares and stocks. That investment in shares and stocks is not included in the goods in case of GST, but includes actionable claims. What is actionable claims? Actionable claims means any debt. Debt means two types. To debts may be two types. That is secured and unsecured. Secured debts means those debts which were secured by the mortgage or pledge, etc. But in case of unsecured debts means that is not secured by any pledge. That debts are known as actionable claim. These actionable claim also coming under the goods under the law of GST. That is actionable claims in case of the claim under the insurance policy, the amount due. The claim for the money of the insurance policy, that is a actionable claim. Or rent due in arrears, that is also an actionable claim. That is also comes under the GST law as goods. And growing crops. Growing crops we already know, and grass and things which are forming part of the land, which are part of the land, which are also included in case of goods. And then I think you are clear about the goods. In the class I am explaining only goods, and what is GST and what is GST Council. What is meant by GST Council? GST Council is the supreme authority to change rates and to make laws in case of taxes, especially GST. So there is a GST Council including 33 members. Who is the chairman of this GST Council? That is our Union Finance Minister. Arun Jaitley, who introduced the bill, GST bill in the Lok Sabha. Who is the chairman? So, Union Finance Minister, then Union Minister in charge of Finance. That is Vice Chairman. He is the Vice Chairman, and there are 28 states. From all those states, we are nominate some person. Some persons may be Finance Minister, or state can nominate any other as a member to this one, to this GST Council. So GST Council includes 33 members, Chairman, Union Finance Minister, and then Union Minister of States in charge of Finance, Vice Chairman, and then 28 states are there. We are from those states, we includes the finance ministers or the members nominated by the states, and also 3 union territories also is there. The represented persons also included. So this council has to discuss and make changes in the rates. Even now, if they have to make a discussion to bring this petrol and natural gas and alcohol to bring under the law of the GST, they have to discuss. All the finance ministers have to be gathered and have to take decisions. They can change the rate. Normally, the rates are given the GST rates 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. Normally, but in case of jewels, gold, that is 3%, and 2.25% that is for precious stones also included. Generally, we have to understand GST rate 0%, then 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. That you have to bear in mind. And also, you have to understand what is GST Council. So, I think from this class, you are clear about what is tax, what is direct tax, what is indirect tax. What is direct tax? Directly paid by the taxpayer to the government. What is indirect tax? Indirectly paid by the tax to the government. That is not indirect tax. GST is a indirect tax, and also GST is the one tax for the multiple taxes rates which prevailed in the pre-GST regime. That's you have to remember in mind. Okay. Thank you.